to another episode of Chalk Talk. Today, we're going to talk about a technique that started out as an artistic movement and has now become a very beneficial strategy for young children. Our expert in the house today is Meghan Shah. Meghan is a trained artist, and her process based style transitioned her into the classroom. She has researched extensively on it and has practiced it with her students. Welcome to the show, Meghan.
Thank you for having me.
We're really excited to have you here. You've done some great work in early childhood. So tell us about it. What is process art and how is it different from art as we know it?
I think the easy way to introduce art into the classroom is by product-based art, that something looks like something at the end. So you have, you're making a bear, for example, and you tell the student where to put the eye, where to put the whiskers and everything. And now not as much learning and understanding goes into that because the teacher is explaining exactly what the outcome is and what the project is going to look like. Now with process-based art, it's a lot more difficult to do, but way more beneficial. And it started in the 60s during the post-minimal movement with people like Richard Serra and transitioned into the classroom later. And there have been so many benefits of how process-based art transitions into other domains as well. So the experimentation and mistake making and everything lends itself to develop language, critical thinking skills, and experimentation.
Yeah, so that is something that I wanted to check with you. Uh, are the benefits limited to, are they purely artistic, or are there other areas of learning as well that get impacted with process art?
I think especially in early childhood, the students are still developing their vocabulary. So the way they learn language and stuff is through storytelling and having moving parts and explaining things that way. So process-based art is all of that experimentation and collaborative thinking and stuff lends itself to other domains.
So then it also probably then makes the students fearless to take chances and to become a little more adventurous with their thinking.
Exactly, you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds like really fun. So tell me, are there some strategies that teachers can use in their classes to implement this?
My favorite way of explaining to teachers how to do this is for them to experience it themselves. Because I think the way that I developed as an artist was very process based. I didn't always know what my end outcome was going to look like. And I think that's what got me so excited about art in early childhood because it's the same exact process. And that's, I think, why I'm so passionate about it. So I think maybe starting with a few different mediums, like learning different ways of how to paint and experimenting with that, then you're able to have the language and things like that, how to explain it to the students and help them develop themselves. Thinking about it is a little bit abstract. The way I like to do it is by having an invitation. So you have, suppose the project you want the kids to do is collage. So you would present them, I like to do it in an aesthetic way, some cut tissue paper, colored tissue paper, some glue, some scissors, and some paper. Now you don't tell the students exactly what to do, but you let them explore those materials on their own. Now, if they only use one color, that's fine. They're still experimenting. If they use all of them in a way that you might have not thought of, they're still experimenting and making mistakes and learning throughout that way. And the journey is helping them develop these skills.
So what is the teacher's role in this? I mean, so are you guiding them or supervising them?
I think you help facilitate it and you ask them questions that get them thinking for the next step.
Meghan, I was wondering, why is this technique not more widely used? Are there any specific reasons for that?
I think very simply put, it's hard. It's not easy to do. So there's like multifold for why this isn't as used. It's hard. You need resources and not all schools provide those resources. So I think for me personally, working in inner city schools and not having resources, I've gotten very creative with how to get these things. So one way I do this is I always get the school involved, not just my classroom, the whole school involved in the community, collecting toilet paper tubes, recycled things. And using recycled things is free. It's better for the environment. And it's a great way to incorporate it into the classroom. And that's like another level of teaching the kids to recycle from that young age. time, especially in early childhood. You're working with such a limited schedule and not maybe that much help. And so the way I've gotten around that part is teaching the kids how to be your helpers, right? They should be doing all the
Mhm.
cleaning up. I very strongly believe if you teach them how to be clean and like manage their lives, that it's easier for you as a teacher. And those are life skills as well. So there's like little shortcuts that I've learned along the way that sets me up from success. But um, I honestly think it's not more used because it's actually hard to do.
So, do you think the teachers might need some supplemental training to execute this in their classes?
I think it's a little rewiring because I still think there is a long ways to go with the importance of early childhood. Then the next level of that, the importance of art. So if you're begrudgingly doing those art projects because you have to in the curriculum, you're going to take the easy way out. So if I think as the teacher you believe the benefits and you understand it and you're having fun with it, I think then that resonates into the classroom.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Megan. That was very informative. And I'm sure our teachers would now let their kids dabble with a lot more art than they probably have been doing in the past. Join us for some more conversations and see you soon.